What's up guys, it's MD Shady back at it again with another great video for you guys today. Today we'll be taking a look at my top 10 favorite Funko sodas that have been released so far in 2022.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh. So like I said, we're taking a look at my top 10 favorite Funko sodas that have been actually released so far in 2022. So this doesn't include any sodas that have been announced, but they're not actually out yet. So I think I've put together a pretty good list. So let's go ahead and take a look at number 10. So number 10 on my list, I have Carl from Up. This is a pretty solid soda. I mean, obviously it's making the list. There's a lot of sodas to pick through for 2022, which I'm very happy for because sodas are so cool. So Carl is awesome. The common, you have what you would normally think of Carl, the old man from Up, and that's a really solid looking soda, and there's a lot of detail on it as well. And then the Chase version is a younger version of Carl, so that's really cool as well, how they have, it's a totally different mold. It's not just a specification change or a let's say like a color swap of any sort. It's a totally new mold, and it's almost different characters because it's two different times in his life, so that's awesome. Moving on to number 9 on the list, I have Gizmo from Gremlins, and mostly this is just because I love collecting Gremlins stuff. It's one of my favorite movies, and Gizmo's awesome. The Chase is the 3D glasses, which I think is pretty sweet. It would have been cool if they would have also had it flocked as well as getting the 3D glasses, but it makes sense to have the 3D glasses, and I really hope we do see more Gremlin soda cans down the line. I mean, there's so many they could do. They could do a normal Gremlin and then have Greta Gremlin or the Brain Gremlin, or have Spike or Stripe. But so far we just have Gizmo, and it is one of my favorite Funko sodas, at least for this year. Moving on to number 8 now, I have Michael Scott from The Office. This is a pretty sweet soda. I mean, it does remind me a lot of the Mystery Mini, but that's a really great Mystery Mini to begin with. So the common looks awesome. It's plain old Michael in his suit, which is great. And then the Chase, they did Prison Mike, which is so cool as well. I think that that was probably their best option. I mean, it's an easy switch for them to make kind of just a different head mold, and it looks great, and everyone loves Prison Mike because it's such a recognizable and funny moment in The Office. So I think that Funko did a great job with picking the common and the Chase for Michael Scott. Now moving on to number 7, I have Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. This is a really awesome figure as well. The common is basically just how you would think of Rick Sanchez, and it looks great. He has the spiky hair, and I believe he has the portal gun in his hand. And then with the Chase, it's actually Doofus Rick, which is great. You get a whole different character. I mean, technically they are the same character, but from different universes. So Doofus Rick is kind of a fan favorite of the different Ricks that there are, so I think that that's a great pick, and it's pretty much a completely different mold. I do really enjoy both the common and the Chase, but when I do end up opening my Rick Sanchez can, I kind of hope that I get the common, only because I only have one can and I kind of want that normal Rick. But that's nothing against this Chase because it is amazing. Now coming up on number 6 on my list, I have Hades from Hercules. This is a really cool can. You have your normal looking Hades, which looks so cool. I think that this figure looks awesome. And then you have the Chase where he's red, and I don't think it's glow in the dark, but I think that that would be a really awesome thing to add to this because I believe that the pop, the red pop, was glow in the dark. So it's really cool though. It's kind of a little bit of just a color change, but they also have the facial expression being different with the Chase, I believe. So that's really awesome. And overall, both of these look so great. So I knew they had to be somewhere on this list. Now halfway through the list at number 5, I have the Vampire Freddy Funko. This is so cool. I love the different Freddy Funko sodas that they do, and it makes sense that they would do that because they have the pops. Why not do sodas as well? And you get the chance at a Chase. And with this specific one, the common is a Vampire Freddy, which I think looks great. And then you have the Chase, which is the skeleton, which is personally my favorite. I would love to get my hands on one of these cans and pray to get that Chase because I don't know what it is about the skeleton, but I think it's so much cooler than the vampire. But overall, they're both really cool, and I think that any fan of sodas or just a Funko fan in general would definitely want to have at least the common or the chase. Now moving on to number 4 on the list, I have the Donald Duck. This is a great one, and this is, I believe, the first Funko soda that we've seen that has 2 different chases, which is so cool. Such a great idea. I don't know if I personally love that, because it would take a lot if you want to get all 3 figures that they're offering with 1 can. But I do like the idea of it. You have the common, which is the Donald Duck, which looks great. It's basically what you'd expect in his 3 Caballeros outfit. And then you have the 2 chases of Paccio Pistols and I can't remember the other guy's name. I wish I could remember, but they're really cool as well, and I think that this is just a great idea, and it makes so much sense, like I said, for this figure, because there's 3 members in this group, so why not have 2 different chases that you could obtain through the 1 can. Now moving on to number 3, I have personally one of my favorite sodas that's ever been made, but it's coming in at number 3, and that is George Sanderson from Monsters, Inc. I was really hoping we were going to see this because we haven't seen a George Sanderson figure for Funko in quite some time, and we finally got the soda, and man, it's so cool. So for the common, you have the George Sanderson where he has all of his fur and his normal look, and I'm not quite sure because I haven't actually opened up one of these figures yet to look, but I would like to see if there's a sock on his back. And then with the chase, he's completely shaven and he's got the cone. And again, I would like to know if the sock is still on his back, because obviously in the movie that's what happens. The sock's on his back, they shave him up. So personally, this is one of my favorite sodas because it's a character that I think a lot of people really love, especially Disney fans, or more specifically with Monsters, Inc. So he definitely had to come in at least number 3. Moving on to my second favorite Funko soda that has so far been released in 2022, I have Popeye, and this is a great soda. When this got announced, I was super ecstatic about it. You have the common Popeye, which is basically exactly what you would expect. It's him in his normal attire, and he looks awesome. He's kind of showing his muscles off, I believe. And he's got the pipe in his mouth, I think, and probably a can of spinach, if I remember correctly. And then the chase is really awesome as well. He's in the white sailor suit, and he has the all twisted up arm, which is great. It's a completely different figure, which I love about a great soda, where you have a common that looks good, and you also have a completely different figure for the chase. So I do own 2 of these, and when I open them up, I would love to get obviously the common and the chase, but I wouldn't be too upset if I did get 2 commons, because I know that my dad definitely wants to get one of those common sodas of Popeye because it's just such a great figure. And now finally moving on to my favorite Funko soda released in 2022, and that is Vince Clortho from Ghostbusters. This is just by far the best can. I love this can so much. You have the common figure, which is Louis Tully, I believe his name is, where he has the hat thing on that he's got, like it looks like a strainer, and then it's got all the wires, and that figure looks great to begin with. And then the chase is the Vince Clortho like demon dog, which is so cool. It's amazing how different this soda is from the chase is from the common, which you don't generally see stuff like that. And I know that there are some gripes with this, like a lot of people are saying that the chase is going to be so much heavier than the common, so if you see a whole case at the store, you could easily figure out which one the chase is. But for the people who get that luck of seeing a whole case and being able to pick from one, hey, great for you. You can obviously get the most opportunity to get that chase, which I'm really hoping I do have. I do have one figure. It did kind of feel heavy, so I'm hoping that it is the chase, and then I'll have to go buy another can and hope for the common, because I definitely need to have both of those figures in my set of Funko sodas. So there you have it. That's my top 10 favorite Funko sodas that have been released in 2022, and honestly, there's some really great sodas. I think out of the whole list, I already have at least a can or 2 of most of them, so hopefully I can get those chases that I really want and get the commons that I want as well. So I hope you liked this top 10 list, and if you did, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and let me know what's your favorite Funko soda from 2022. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Peace in, Peace out.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.